This podcast is presented by Win City Sports.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to Cedric's Combat Corner number 37. I am your host, Cedric Ben. Today on the Triple C's podcast, we have another history fight study. This one was really special for me because it took place in my hometown in the year I was born. Montréal, Québec, 1980. Yeah, 1980 at the Olympic Stadium in Montreal, Quebec. This one was for the WBC World Welterweight Championship title between Roberto Duran from Panama versus Sugar Ray Leonard from the States. Now, at the time, Roberto Duran had a record of 71 wins and 1 loss and was simply running through everyone. His style is simply seek and destroy, cut you off, get close to you, and simply go to work. A lot of people have Roberto Duran on their greatest of all time list, even top 10, including Floyd Mayweather, to show you how highly he's regarded. Sugar Ray Leonard, another one of the all-time greats, won a gold medal at the 1976 Olympics. At the time going into this fight, he was undefeated at 27-0. Now, before we get into the fight, if you're just listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and you want to follow along visually, go to YouTube and type in Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard 1 in brackets high quality. The length of the video is exactly 1 hour and 28 minutes long, and we're going to start the fight at exactly the 15th minute and 30th second of the video. 15th minute, 30th second of the video. Okay, you there? 15:30. We're going to start at 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So as I mentioned earlier, just two different styles. Roberto Duran, more of a brawler, come forward, cut off the ring, come after you. Sugar Ray Leonard, gold medalist at the Olympics, he wants to pure box you. There was a lot of trash talking going on in leading up to this fight. And as you know, sometimes, your emotions might get the best of you. But boxing is a sport where you have to do your best to not let your emotions get the best of you, so you can perform at your best. Roberto Duran wasting no time of his game plan. See, Roberto, you'll notice Roberto, he'll stand there for a few seconds just to wait for you to come after him. If you don't come after him, he's charging at you. See, at a distance, Sugar Ray is doing very well at a distance. He just needs to do a little bit more right now. See, Roberto Duran is having trouble getting to Sugar Ray with Sugar Ray's good footwork and boxing skills. You'll notice at a distance. Notice the clinching. This referee is the type of referee that instead of just yelling to stop clinching, he actually gets physical and gets in there to break the guys up. I'm mentioning that because it's a big factor later on. Again, see it at a distance. At a distance, Sugar Ray does great. Duran cannot touch him at a distance. Sugar Ray just needs to do more. See that nice jab? The speed and accuracy is apparent that is advantage for Sugar Ray. But the busyness is definitely up by Durant. Now notice in the clinch here, you see the referee, he doesn't even yell. He'll just knock their hands. If he notices one guy holding, he'll just knock their hand out the way. Again, you notice at a distance, Sugar Ray Leonard has full advantage. The footwork, the lateral movement. Roberto's game plan is to simply charge forward and get close to Sugar Ray because he cannot outbox him from a distance. See, right now, Sugar Ray should be jabbing more. He should be jabbing more. And then spinning off the ropes. My guess is that Sugar Ray let his emotions get a little bit the best of him and wanted to prove that he can stand there and trade with Duran. Again, the clinching. You'll notice a lot of clinching. One person will hold you. Of course, holding is illegal. If you only do it for like a couple seconds, the referee will let you get away with it. And that's the end of the first round there. Again, at a distance, Sugar Ray couldn't be touched. But if you're at a distance and you're not being busy, if you're not pumping your jab out there or giving your opponent something that they have to think about, and if they don't see any reason to not charge forward, then that's what they're going to keep doing. Boxing. So just see the replay here at 19 minutes and 21 seconds. A nice left hook that Sugar Ray landed and then spun off the ropes. Exactly right there. Spinning off the ropes, a sharp turn to get back to the center of the ring and then got back to his offense. Second round starting here at 19 minutes and 40 seconds. Sugar Ray coming out boxing again, but just not being busy enough. He's throwing some jabs. The punches that he's landing look like they're landing. Specifically the jab, but that is all. And he's not doing enough of it, though. That's the only problem. Now, he has Duran backing up because Duran is having trouble from a distance. But after a couple seconds, Duran is realizing, well, this guy's not really doing anything, and he's just going to charge forward like that. You're going to see him charge. If there's nothing that I have to worry about, you see, again, another charge forward by Duran. Sugar Ray needs to jab more or land a nice stiff straight right to make Duran respect his power. Good defensive move by Sugar Ray there. Moving in his boxing stance. Again, and this type of, the clinch. Now, here's the thing with clinching. If you're not used to clinching against someone that is, you're the one that's going to get more tired. You're the one that's going to get more tired if you're not used to fighting that type of fight. Jab. Sugar Ray should be jabbing right now. He did one there, but he should have threw three or more. Duran threw more jabs in that exchange there, and he's the one that's known to be the fighter, not necessarily the boxer. And that's what happens when you let your opponent stay more busier than you. Sugar Ray was standing there waiting, got caught with a left hook. Now you see him. He's doing the smart thing. He's not trying to fight back. He's trying to hold on for a second to catch himself. Again, should be some hard jabs or a nice straight right to keep Duran. Now there's no method or reason to what Duran's throwing. He's just throwing whatever's open. Sugar Ray's trying to hold with one arm. Duran's not even complaining. He's just using the other arm to throw with. Again, at a distance, Sugar Ray has the advantage, but he's not taking advantage of it. He threw one jab there. Duran again. Look, Duran is having trouble. Duran's is not even really cutting off the ring. Sugar Ray using his speed to catch it, to throw in a quick combination. One of the strategies that Sugar Ray is trying to do is land a quick combination and then hold right away. See, he just did it right there. He tries to land a quick combination and then hold to prevent Duran from throwing. End of the second round, 22 minutes and 40 seconds. Look at the replay here. There you go. He got caught. Sugar Ray looked very good with the head movement, but he didn't return any fire. And got caught with a punch on the chin. It wasn't even that hard, but because he wasn't expecting it, it affected him more. Boom, boom. It was the third punch. That's why it's important to throw combinations. It wasn't even the first or second punch that landed. It was the third punch of the combination that landed. "23 minutes and 30 seconds going into round 3. Going into round 3. Starting out again, Sugar Ray coming out with a hard jab to the body. That's a punch that you can use against someone that's coming forward on you. He just did it one time. That's what I mean. Sugar Ray is doing good things. He's just not doing enough of them. Now again on the clinch. Now the difference is when they're both holding each other, the difference is Duran is using it to catch his breath. When they're holding each other like this, Duran is using it to catch his breath. Sugar Ray is just holding on to hold on, which makes you more tired. The referee is trying to let them fight. They're holding on with one arm and fighting with the other. See, Sugar Ray's defense is tight here, but because he's not throwing back, not all these punches are landing cleanly for Duran, but because Sugar Ray is not throwing back, you have to give the advantage to Duran here, especially with this. Again, it's hard to see if all those punches are landing cleanly for Duran, because Sugar Ray does have good tight defense in here. But because he's not being busy enough to come back, nice little flurry by Sugar Ray, but it has to be more. Right now, Sugar Ray should be taking advantage of the space that he has and backing up. But I believe, and it has to do with all the trash talking before the fight, Sugar Ray right now wants to stand there and trade him toe-to-toe just to show him, I can stand here and bang with you. Sugar Ray is letting his heart get the best of him right now. Duran just putting it on him. Look, sometimes Duran is not even in his boxing stance. Look at his feet right now. His feet are square. Then he fixes them. He's just trying to throw. He's not trying to box. Traditionally, I should say. Again, jab, jab, jab. Sugar Ray should be jabbing here, not just backing up in a straight line and just throwing one uppercut to the body. Leonard is throwing the right punches. They're accurate and they are landing. They're just not enough. Nice little flurry by Sugar Ray, but he stayed against the ropes. Sugar Ray, after this flurry that he lands, he should be spinning off the ropes, not standing there waiting to see what's going to happen. Speaking of Sugar Ray. And around number 3, we are at the 26th minute and 44th second of the video. Now, what this looks like to me is that Roberto Duran, this is a close fight, but it looks like Roberto Duran is the one that looks more comfortable in this type of fight. Duran looks way more comfortable in this type of fight. Sugar Ray looks like he's being forced to fight this type of fight. That's the difference that I see if I was judging. That's why I would give it so far to Duran. Getting ready for the 4th round. We are at the 27th minute and 30th second. 27:35. Round 4. Again, starting at a distance. Duran having trouble at a distance. Sugar Ray has the advantage. Look at the slight lateral movement and the jab. See that? Sugar Ray cannot be touched from that distance. He cannot be touched. But it has to be more. It has to be more. He's waiting too long. Now Duran is getting the confidence. Duran's saying to himself, okay, well, this guy's not doing nothing. He's faster than me. He has more skills. But he's not doing anything right now. So I have the confidence and I'm just going to come after him. Duran's still waiting. He's waiting. Duran noticed that he has that Sugar Ray's fast. He knows he has that skill to land these punches. Good distance for Sugar Ray. Again, he should have landed some straight punches with those jabs. See what I mean? Duran just charged forward. Now he already has Sugar Ray against the ropes. Again, at a distance, Sugar Ray waiting too long. He's waiting too long. Sugar Ray should be popping some jabs, doing his once again, he threw one lazy jab, and that's why he got caught with an overhand right there. Look at Duran's footwork. He's barely in his boxing stance. Now he fixes himself. Even though Duran is not in his boxing stance, he's comfortable fighting like this. He's comfortable fighting like this. That's why he's able to still maintain his strength and still fight back. Sugar Ray looks like he has to use more energy to fight back and have to land his accurate punches. This is Duran's fight, exactly. This is Duran's fight. Sugar Ray is fighting Duran's fight. You want to try to fight in the opposite style of what your opponent's trying to do to you. Don't let your ego get in the way. This is what's happening right now. Again, they're both holding on the inside. Duran is not complaining at all. He's letting Sugar Ray hold his one arm and just throwing with the other one. After these, see, Sugar Ray has tight defense on the inside. After these small little flurries that he's landing, he should be creating his distance. Like right now. And Duran just used his muscle and just spun Ray around and put him against the ropes. Nice flurry by Leonard. But again, he should be spinning and getting his distance. Not just going toe to toe. Another close round. I'd have to give that one to Duran again, though. That was the end of the fourth round. We're at the 30th minute. Sorry, exactly the 31st minute of the video. That was the end of the fourth round. And again, at the beginning of each round is the same thing. Both guys are standing there. Sugar Ray has the advantage, popping some good straight jabs. And then after a while, for some reason, he stops. And then Roberto Duran takes advantage of that and comes forward. Look at the replay right here. Watch this right hand, overhand right on the chin because of Sugar Ray's lazy jab. Sugar Ray still maintained good defense, even though he got shook a little bit there. Still stayed in his boxing stance and sharp with his defense after that. All right, we are at the 31st minute, 45th second, going into round number 5. Very high pace for these guys here, even though they're welterweights. Nice hook, jab hook, and then hold. Landed by Sugar Ray Leonard. Again, the speed and the skill advantage is definitely apparent. Now, you see that deep breath that Sugar Ray just took there? That shows to you he's not tired. He's not tired, but it shows that he has to use more energy to fight this type of fight. Again, the way that Duran is just charging forward, he's not even staying in his boxing stance. He's literally just running at Sugar Ray. He's literally just running at him and able to hold him against the ropes. Sugar Ray is showing guts, but it's not the smart thing to do in this type of fight against someone whose main fight strategy is this type of fight. Sugar Ray looks like he's struggling not struggling as if he's getting beat up, but just struggling on the inside of the clinches and to keep up with this pace Duran definitely looks like he's more comfortable with this type of pace. Duran is still able to lean on Sugar Ray and still stay busy. Sugar Ray has to do one or the other. Look at him right now. He's holding. He'll hold for a couple of seconds, let go to punch, and then hold again. Duran could just mix it up whatever you want. Punch while he's holding, punch while you're holding. And when they're against the ropes, Roberto Duran just simply looks like he's more comfortable when they're against the ropes. When they're against the ropes, again, Sugar Ray has had an opportunity to get some space, to create some space and get back to the center. But he's letting his ego get the best of him right now. Nice combination by Sugar Ray. Again, he lands a combination, and then he's going to stand there and try to go toe-to-toe with him instead of jabbing from a distance and keeping him out there. That great little flurry that Sugar Ray had there was kind of nullified by him standing there and letting Duran come back at him. End of the 5th round. Check the replay here. Check the replay. The quick combination on the inside. Boom, boom, and then a hook right there. Just barely missed another right hand. After that, Sugar Ray should have backed up and kept his distance. But he went boom, boom. Another speed combination. And then he stayed close to him. 35 minutes and 10 seconds into the video here. Sugar Ray versus Roberto Duran, classic welterweight championship bout. Again, in my hometown of Montreal, Quebec. Again, real quick, if you're following on Spotify or Apple and you can't watch it, or on YouTube, we're exactly at the 35th minute and 45th second of the video, going into round number 6. 35 minutes and 50 seconds now. Again, every round starts off the same. They're at a distance. Duran is hesitating because he knows that Sugar Ray has the advantage of speed and skill. And after a while, because Sugar Ray is not busy enough, Duran just says, F this, and I'm coming after you because you ain't doing nothing anyway. Oops, my bad. Just a little technical difficulty. I just paused it real quick. I'm going to start it right now. I'm exactly at the 36th minute and 27th second. 36th minute, 27th second. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, you'll notice the footwork. Notice on the foot. Look at the footwork on the inside. Even though Roberto Duran is not in his boxing stance, sometimes he gets square. He's still balanced. He's still balanced, and he's still fighting, even though doesn't have proper footwork. Sugar Ray looks like he can only fight if he's perfectly balanced in his boxing. Not that he can only fight like that, but again, he has to use more energy to not fight the way he doesn't want to fight. Leonard is landing good single punches, nice flurries like that too. But then he's letting Duran come right back. He's letting Duran answer right back for all the good things that Sugar Ray is doing. Because he's standing right there, he is letting Duran come right back at him. Anytime that a quick flurry or single punch is landed by Leonard, he should be using that to try to create some space. Space. Leonard should be trying to keeping that space, but instead he lands a hard straight right and then left hook and then fighting again. Leonard's punches are landing because he's faster, so Duran is not even seeing him coming. But they're not as hard and they're not as much. So Duran doesn't mind taking 1 or 2 of them good, accurate punches to give you 5 of his. Sugar Ray throwing some good jabs. That's what I mean. 38th minute and 50th second of the round of the video. Classic Welterweight Championship, Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray. Now look at Sugar Ray's face there. He's not breathing hard, but he is breathing a little bit extra through his mouth. Which again means you're not tired, but it shows that your opponent is making you use a little bit more energy. You see Duran breathing a little extra hard too, but again, Duran just simply, he's used to fighting like this. This is him. This is his style. He's used to this style. Sugar Ray already standing up in his corner waiting. That's just a sign to show your opponent that you're not tired. All right, here we go. Round 7. We are exactly 39 minutes and 50 seconds into the video. Jabs. Sugar Ray should be jabbing right now. He hasn't done nothing. He hasn't thrown any jabs. Duran is the one. Now look, see, Duran just has the confidence. I'm just going to come after you because you're not doing anything anyway. Sugar Ray is holding on, but Duran is the one that's still able to push him back. And you can tell who is more comfortable on the inside because you see how Duran is lower? The reason why Duran is able to push Sugar Ray back is because he has the lower center of gravity. Look at him. See on the clinch? Duran is lower, which means he has the lower center of gravity so he can use his legs more to stay strong. Yes, Leonard was fighting very well off the ropes, but the problem is he's still right in front of Duran. As long as he stays in front of Duran, Duran is always going to be in the fight. No matter how good you do against Roberto Duran, if you're standing in front of him, he's always going to be in the fight. Now Sugar Ray has an advantage. Sugar Ray has Duran against the ropes right now, and he's not taking advantage of it. He should be backing up boxing. And now look what happens. Look what Duran. Well, Duran just spun him around. He was lucky. Sugar Ray's lucky. The referee broke that up. Again, Duran has the lower center of gravity, so he's just gonna drive him back into the ropes when they're in the clinch. If you can, pay attention to Sugar Ray's facial expressions. I don't mean facial expressions from getting hit. I mean his facial expressions from trying to catch his breath. Sugar Ray is having to use more energy fighting this type of fight. One of the last few years that they actually had 15-round fights. It's a fire fight on the inside. Playing with fire. Fighting on the inside with someone whose strength is fighting like that. Again, nice jabs by Sugar Ray, as you can see, just not enough. Nice duck under and spin by Sugar Ray, but he did not throw back. Good. End of round 7. Duran walked back to his corner like he was still full of energy. Duran looks like he's still full of energy. Fists of Fury. Fists of Stone. I apologize. That was Roberto Duran's nickname. Fists of Stone. Now, right now, I'm sure Angelo Dundee, one of the greatest coaches ever, I'm sure he's coaching, he's telling Sugar Ray to box him, But again, sometimes a fighter can't help it, but your heart, your ego gets the best of you. And you try to prove a point. All right, going into round number 8. We are at the 43rd, 50th second of the video. Now we are exactly at 44 minutes of the video. Again, in the center of the ring. Of course, Sugar Ray has the advantage. Look, just at that distance, Sugar Ray could have kept the advantage, but he decided to throw power punches, and now he's back again in this close fire fight with Duran. With Duran having the advantage. Look how active Duran is on the inside. He doesn't care about fighting ugly. Look at him. Duran is still finding a way to land a punch. One here, one there. So is Sugar Ray. But as was the story since round 1, Sugar Ray doing all the right things, just not enough of it. Look at that distance. Look at that distance. That good footwork by Sugar Ray that he's not taking advantage of. Just little things, like you'll notice sometimes Sugar Ray, when they are on the inside, to get away, Sugar Ray will push him away, as opposed to just taking a quick step and landing a punch. Good distance right here by Sugar Ray. Nice jab to the body. Not sure why he feels like he has to clinch though. Sugar Ray should try the nice inside jab. Landed that jab from a different angle there. I wish Sugar Ray would try to take advantage of Duran throwing a lazy jab out there and just throw a quick overhand right over Duran's lazy jab. The way that Duran did it to him earlier in the fight. See what I mean? Right now, Duran is the one that's basically outboxing Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray has not thrown a punch in about 20 seconds. And the only punch he threw there was a jab. Quick flurry on the inside that didn't look like it landed. But Duran, it's been a rough, tough fight the whole time. And to his credit, Sugar Ray has not complained either. I'm not sure if that's what the referee is doing. I'm not sure if it's still legal. I don't think the referee is supposed to put their hands on the great flurry on the inside by both guys. At that distance, Sugar Ray should be jabbing, not standing there waiting to see what's going to happen. Sugar Ray ended that round with the last 15 seconds with him with his back against the ropes. You want to do your best to try to not let your back be against the ropes at the end of the round. So we're on the same page here. We're at the 47th minute and 22nd of the round. Check the replay here. And that came from just Leonard not being busy, that right hand. Look, Duran lands this right hand and just throws it. He commits he throws his whole body into it that he ends up in a squared position with his feet. Going into round 9. 47 seconds, 45 seconds of the video. Now we're at 47, 53, 54, 55 seconds. Duran coming out throwing some jabs. Leonard Again, starting out like most of the rounds, starting out not being able to get touched by Duran. Good footwork, good lateral movement by Leonard. Just not taking advantage of his speed and skill. And that's what happened right there. Duran, not even in his boxing stance, just decided to jump forward. Duran using his head on the inside. Little dirty tricks. Veteran dirty tricks. Fighting on the inside, fighting on the inside. Jabs, jabs. Should be jabs from Sugar Ray right now. Duran, what I mentioned before, when they're on the inside, when they're leaning on each other like that, Duran is using, because he's used to fighting like this, he uses this, like right now, Duran is using this to catch his breath. Sugar Ray is just simply holding on to not let Duran punch him back. You're using more muscles when you do like that. You don't breathe properly. If you're not used to fighting like that, you don't breathe normally. You're breathing a different way. And that all those little things are a factor. Sugar Ray not even has, I'm not sure if he's tired or doesn't have enough energy to stay on his toes and just bounce. He's doing some, that was a good slip there. He has the speed to come to counterpunch. On the inside. Sugar Ray trying to land a nice couple of punches on the inside and then holding on. He's using his energy to throw that flurry and then using more energy trying to hold on. And Duran has not complained once about the holding on. He lets Leonard hold him on so he can punch him with the other arm. Leonard trying to stay busy. He has Duran against the ropes. He can land a quick flurry and then get back to his distance. But instead, Leonard is choosing to stay on the inside and bang with him, which I didn't think would be the best strategy for Leonard. We are exactly at the 51st minute of this video. Fist of stone. Sugar Ray is letting Duran have the confidence that he can just charge forward at him by simply not being busy enough. Sugar Ray is landing some good punches, whether it's straight. There's a few times where he faked that jab and just leaped in with a left hook. A good hard stab jab to the body. He's doing all these good things. He's just simply not doing enough of it. Going into round 10. Going into round 10, and we are exactly at the 52nd minute of the video. Leonard, it's the story of the fight, not taking advantage of his skill level, just throwing one jab and waiting to see what's gonna happen. Giving Duran the confidence that, see, look at Duran is literally just extending his arm out there. He's not even. That was a nice little something there by Leonard, but again, what's he gonna do after? It seems like every time Leonard throws a cross, he ends up in a clinch after. Like his main defense after he throws a punch is just to hold. Jabs. Ray should be jabbing right now. He should be jabbing. That was a good spin. That was the first time Ray, well, not, it He did it a couple times, just not enough, where his back touched the ropes there, and he did a quick spin to get back to the center. He just did it again right there. As soon as your back touches the ropes, if you're a boxer, you don't want to stand there and fight. As soon as your back touches the ropes, you should be out of there. Like that KRS song. Out of here. Jabs, jabs, jabs. Sugar Ray should be jabbing right now. Punch to get out. Again, Duran does not mind this type of fight at all. Jab, jab, jab. Yeah, Duran will stand there and just wait for you to come at him. Staying busy. Again, Leonard has the advantage right now because he's keeping at that distance. You see, Leonard is finally fighting smarter and keeping that distance. He just had his back against the ropes and he got off of them. Now he did a sharp turn. Now he's back to the center of the ring. Leonard finally fighting a smarter fight. A nice 1-2. A nice 1-2, but is he going to stay there and try to fight still, or is he going to get back to the distance where he has the advantage? It looks another quick flurry by Leonard. Again, Leonard looks like he's trying to prove a point. Great fight, great fight. End of round 10. We are exactly of the 55th minute of this video. Going into round 11. Good. So make sure we're on the same page. 55 minutes and 30 seconds into the video. Going into round 11. It's a close fight. It's a close fight, but I believe Duran has the advantage just from him being busier. Sugar Ray coming out and firing a straight right cross right off the bat. A cross hand, a power cross hand. An old boxing move to start off. 90% of the time you start with a jab. Leonard tried to come out and surprise him. Jabs, jabs, jabs. Again, Duran. Now, here's something. Leonard, even though there's a few times where Leonard has the lower center of gravity, but Duran is still able to push him back. Again, because he's used to fighting like this. Against the ropes, as soon as the boxer with the higher skill level. I was about to say Sugar Ray should be spinning off those ropes faster. He's back to the center. Sugar Ray is back to the center of the ring right now, but he's not taking advantage of the center of the space that he has. In the center, he has all the space in the world to be able to move around and Duran not be able to touch him. Now he's stuck against the ropes again because he used all that energy trying to go toe-to-toe with him. Of course, this is great for the crowd. Great for the crowd because it's back and forth, but not a smart fight for Leonard. Leonard's had his back against the ropes for like the past 45 seconds. It's been back and forth, but he's had against his ropes against this most of the time. He spun, and then Duran just spun him right back. See what I mean? Sugar Ray landed a nice combo, spun off of it, but because he didn't create that space, Duran just came right back. Both fighters are tired, but Duran is able to still maintain the output of punches. These guys are fighting hard. Good, good. Now, after that flurry, Sugar Ray should be out of there, not standing against the ropes waiting to see what's going to happen next. Pop, 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 and then he should be spinning off of there. He should be spinning off of there back to the center of the ring where he can use his boxing skills advantage. Not standing going toe-to-toe. Now, look at Duran. Yeah, Duran simply has the advantage when they're fighting like that. Now, in those exchanges, it does look like Sugar Ray is blocking a lot of the punches when Duran is just throwing recklessly. But you can definitely see that one or two of them are landing from Duran. And again, if it's a close fight, you can't be mad if the referees give it to the guy that was just a little bit busier. Going into going into round 12. And we are exactly at 59 minutes and 45 seconds of the round of the video. We are going into round 12. And this was, again, the one of the final few years where rounds were actually 15 rounds as opposed to 12. Both guys feeling out each other for the first couple of seconds of the round. See who's going to be brave enough to charge forward. Sugar Ray trying to use his skills from the distance, which he should have been doing from the beginning. Sugar Ray will do this for a bit, and then as soon as Duran lands something hard on him, then it's a war from there. Now I would expect Duran sometimes to get out of his boxing stance and get his feet kind of square like he is right now. Get his feet square, but he's still being able to stay balanced and strong because he's used to this. Sugar Ray is all out of it, is not in his boxing stance at all, and he's not used to fighting this type of fight. I always said all fighters should be able to fight going backwards. You don't want to do it all the time, but every fighter should be comfortable fighting going backwards. Not just let the person charge at you and you hold on. Both guys are staying busier now. Both guys are staying busier in this 12th round. Duran is just throwing his jab out there to let you throw back at him. Good. See again, Sugar Ray is just he's not doing anything to keep him off of him. Some good defense. Sugar Ray's slipping and ducking under, and has some good lateral movement. Just more. Nice jab from a different angle from Sugar Ray right there. Yeah. Boxing. So when they're boxing, Sugar Ray cannot be touched. That was nice fighting going backwards there by Sugar Ray, but again, you want to make sharp turns and not always back up in a straight line. Sugar Ray is caught up in a firefight again, in a street fight, in a street brawl, where he does not want to be. 12th round done. 3 more. These are the championship rounds. Both guys coming with a flurry. So it's all about who's gonna hit less in the next couple of rounds, last 3 rounds. We are at exactly. We're going into round 13. We are at 1 hour and 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 103:30. 103:30 of the video. Classic, man. Classic. Again, very proud that it happened in my hometown. All right, here we go. Round number 13. Duran wasting no time, charging right for Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray holding on, but he needs to throw back if he's holding on. Good, nice spin. See how Sugar Ray just spun Duran around? But he has to try to keep him there. Jabs, jabs, jabs. Not enough jabs by Sugar Ray right now. Not enough jabs at all. And then he just got hit. Sugar Ray is fast enough to land a straight right hand over Duran's lazy jab. I wish he would take advantage of it. Duran drops his left hand, and Duran just caught Sugar Ray with a nice hook on the inside there. You gotta be careful trying to hook with a hooker. And that shot looked like it slowed down Ray a little bit there. Again, these single punches that Duran is landing, they might not be landing, but he's just staying busier. Sugar Ray threw a nice little 5-6 punch combination. Threw 2 hard ones there. So I guess it's in up to the judges to see what they thought. And then Ray comes back with his own right hand. Again, this is a great fight. Great fight for Duran. Not so much for Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray should be taking advantage, backing up and boxing here. He's trying to do it what Duran was doing to him. Tried to keep him there, but that's not Sugar Ray's style, is to bang him toe to toe. He should have kept him against the ropes, but from a distance. Great flurries by both guys, man. Great flurries by both guys. I think Sugar Ray's are a little bit more accurate, but Duran's are way busier. He's throwing probably 2-3 times more. And that was probably the best exchange of the fight right there. Exactly at the 11th, 1 hour, 6 seconds. 1 hour and exactly 7 minutes. 1 hour and exactly 7 minutes. We are going into round 14. 2 more. These are the championship rounds back in the olden days. Rounds 14 and 15. That is crazy, man. You trained for this, though. Boom, right on the chin. Look at this exchange. Like, each of them landed a punch in the face or somewhere along the cheekbone. There we go. Two more. All right, we are at 107 and 45 seconds. 107 and 45 seconds. Round 14. Leonard just coming out and firing a straight right hand from that orthodox stance. That's just a sign to say F you. I'm coming after you. Nice flurry and a hook by Leonard. After Leonard's flurry, he should get in his boxing stance and use lateral movement. Again, when they're on the inside, Duran with the advantage, whether it's holding and punching. Look, Duran can just hold and punch better than Leonard. Leonard looks like his legs are all over the place. It's hard for him to keep his balance sometimes. Duran just fighting strong. Again, a combination landed because Sugar Ray needs to be more busy or be on his toes. Either move or move your head. Another 1-2 landed by Duran. Sugar Ray needs to move or move his head. Move or move your head. Move your feet or move your head. One of them. The holding makes you more tired. And then again with the footwork, you'll notice when they're both on the inside here. Look, they're both on the inside. They'll both get their feet square, but Duran is still more balanced. Sugar Ray, when they get on the clinch, Sugar Ray, look at his footwork. It's all messed up. He gets his feet square. He'll land 1 or 2 good punches, but because his footwork is not there at the time, he's having trouble. In a firefight like this, you know, one punch could change the whole thing, man. Right now it's close. One punch could change the direction that the fight is going. There was no need for that little spin off that uppercut from Sugar Ray. He was probably just trying to steal some credit from the crowd, but that was unnecessary. He should have just, nice spin. That's what I'm talking about. That's the spin that he just did right there. That's the spin he needs to do more. Should have done more. Nice jab from a different angle. That right there, that was totally unnecessary. It didn't land anyway, probably because Duran saw it coming. Like, come on now. Look at this. He could have landed it there. Instead of wasting all this shit here, of course he's gonna block it. All right, let's get ready here. Championship round. We're at 1 hour, 11 minutes and 30 seconds of this video. 1 hour, 11 minutes and 34 seconds of the video. Close fight, close fight, close fight. I still believe Roberto Duran has the advantage. Jabs, jabs, jabs. Where's your jab at, Sugar Ray? Where's your jab at? Where's your jab at? Waiting too long, waiting too long. Like my boy Adam Trooper says, initiate the conversation with the jab. Initiate the conversation with the jab. I'm thinking it's the last round. Both guys think that they won the fight, so they're both kind of coasting. I believe Sugar Ray Leonard could have fought a lot smarter this fight. I believe he let his ego get the best of him, and he fought the way that Roberto Duran wants you to fight. Again, your goal should be trying to fight in the opposite fashion that your opponent is trying to make you fight in. Unless you have that much confidence in your skills that you can go toe-to-toe with the person, with your opponent. Both guys leaving it all in there. Leonard throwing combinations and holding on to prevent Duran from coming back at him. Jab, jab, jab. Again, that part there, Duran was able to come forward and catch him because there was nothing coming back. Some good combinations again. Some good little combinations landed by Leonard, but he's just standing there after. Look, he's going to land this and then just stand there after. He's going to land a couple and then just stand there after. He did a nice spin there. Hey, working, man. Right to the bell, right to the bell. There's no coasting if it's a close fight. You got to fight right to the bell. And then jab and move, jab and move. Sugar Ray just trying to put the exclamation mark. Really trying to finish strong, Sugar Ray is. And that was it. That was it for that classic welterweight championship fight in my hometown of Montréal, Quebec. 1980, in the year I was born, 1980. Winner by split decision, Roberto Duran. Close fight, and yeah, I agree with it. Now pay attention to the rematch, which will be the next history fight study. Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard 2. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening. Hit me up on any social media at Cedric Sports, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, Snapchat, all that. Much respect and shout out to Win City Sports. Peace.
1, 2, 3, smack that thumbs up for this video. Smack it, baby!